What's going on, guys? Just Neon here. Today, I'm gonna do a kind of like a base tour of Harley's trading outpost. This is on the role-playing server. Um, I believe I am basically done with this. It took me about 3 days, real lifetime, to actually build this whole thing. This is pretty much the simplest base design you can get, because this is a role-playing server, so you don't need to have all the base rating protection, because base rating in this server is a bannable offense, so you shouldn't worry about getting raided. There are rules that allow raiding though, but they don't happen often. They're pretty rare to happen. This right here, don't worry about this little spot. This is where I kept the weapon chests during the start of the construction, when the first floor was the only thing here. The reason why the room's like this is because I made the mistake of putting the walls down after these metal support beams are up, which is something you can't really do. I managed to make a room right here, which is part of the base. This is our room. This is where this is basically like the bedroom, or wherever we sleep. I made 2 sides, assuming Godrich is going to join me sometime on the server. If he wants to live at my base, he can have one side of the bedroom. Each side has their own wood chest for personal storage, their own weapon chest and ammo box as well, and their own cot, so you don't have to use the sleeping bag. Over here in this corner is I guess I'd call this like the crafting station, because we have the weapon workbench, the normal workbench, the furnace. We have these wood chests, which is basically mostly crafting materials like wood, plastic, zinc. I keep all the nails and screws in the furnace, because it saves space. And we have the barbecue over here, so we can purify the water. There used to be 2 barbecues, but I took the other one and actually started using it. The second barbecue that was over here used to just be there for extra storage whenever the crates couldn't hold any more stuff. Alright, we have 3 rooms right here. Starting with this one, this is the ammo room. There's 5 ammo boxes here. I mean, the ammo doesn't really take up that much bulk, so there's really no need for 5 ammo boxes. But I thought maybe if we play enough, we could stock up enough. So we have plenty of ammo storage here. Not much arrows though. There's not much 1911 or AK either, because I am using those guns right here. But I did have, if I put all the AK ammo back, there is like 100 bullets, I think, and also they're gone. But yeah, over here, this is the grenade room. Again, grenades really don't take up much space, so I didn't need to place down 3 weapon chests, but this is where every nade goes, and explosives, so dynamite can go in here too. Any sorts of explosives come into this room, as long as they're allowed to be put in the weapon chest, which I believe they are, because explosives are weapons, obviously. And through here, we can go to this room. This is pretty much the main storage of the whole facility, and you can also enter in through this side, but it's connected to the grenade room. There's a little torch up there to light up the room. Yeah, like I said, this is like the main storage of the whole place. On this side, we have the guns. or pretty much any ranged weapon we can find. Put them all in here. See, there's actually a need to have 5 weapon chests over here because, as you can see, having loads of guns actually does take up space. These, I'm pretty sure the only thing you can fit in these 2 weapon chests now is probably like 1 pistol. So we're gonna start moving on to these soon. These wood chests over here all are designated to individual items. Originally the plan was to have this whole room just be weapon chests, but I made a mistake of not making a room dedicated to wood chests, so I just had to change of plans and put them in here because I don't want to have to rebuild entire sections of the base that took me like hours to build to begin with. So I just have to make do. This wood chest right here, this stores helmets and respirators. I do not have a designated wood chest for armor, but I'll probably make one soon. I mean, I could make some changes after this video is posted, by the way, so this might not be the final product. I might do some polishing, but this is pretty much the whole base. This chest is for any sort of like footwear. So we have gaiters, convies, work boots, with the convies did, and some other work boots that like someone left behind around my base. This is car parts. We have vehicle keys, vehicle batteries, spark plugs, headlights, turbos. Pretty much every single car part in the game is stored here. Over here we have, in general, clothing items and backpacks. I put some skinned items in here and some like good looking clothes that I found on the streets. Bunch of rare items. Over here we have medical items. So we have all this stuff is for medical things. I'm pretty sure you can still craft medkits with saline. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm just keeping the saline here so I can like do stuff. Over here we have this is the handcuffs, the handcuff chest. So we have like 5 handcuffs and 3 keys. I've been finding lots of handcuffs when I go on loot runs. They aren't that rare. They should be more rare though. Over here we have, this is pretty much just a random chest where you can put any items in, like any items that don't fit in the other categories that I have set can be put in here. As we see, we have weapon repair kits, farming supplies, lighters, sleeping mats, compasses, and flashlights. Pretty much any random gear that you don't need, just put it in here. Because again, this is going to be a trading outpost when we're open for business, so we want to have pretty much as much gear as we can get, so we can sell it off to other survivors for a price. This chest on the very end is for melee weapons. I don't really have much here yet. I just have a skinning knife and a combat knife, but because I haven't really been picking up melee weapons on loot runs, but I'll be sure to start doing that sometime. Okay, we're done with that set of rooms. We have 2 rooms over here. This room is for tools. We have, I think this is 8 tool chests. My math isn't really good, but more than enough tool chests to store everything. Most of these don't even have stuff in it yet, but each tool chest would have individual items only. So here, this one is where you're gonna put hammers. This one's for crowbars. This one's for axes. I'll put my axe in here because I'm not using it. This one's for pickaxes. I'm pretty sure all these other ones don't have gear. Yeah, all these are empty. But we'll put some wrenches and stuff in here, maybe. I didn't show you guys the garage yet. I forgot about that, but I'll show you guys the garage at the end of the video. And here we have the food storage plus a barbecue, which is the barbecue I mentioned earlier. So each of these freezers have individual purposes. So here is drinking items like water and Super Aid. Over here is for casual food like MREs and canned food. This freezer over here is just like an extra, so you could probably put like any supplies that, if these are full, you can just put whatever in here. But this third one, it's empty, but this is where like meat items will go. Like if you kill a wolf and you skin it and you get like the meat and you cook it, you put it in this individual freezer. Do not put it in the other two. That's also what the barbecue's in here for. The barbecue's in here so you can purify water and cook meat before you put it in the freezers. Because we do not sell yucky water. We only sell the purest. So be sure to purify the water before you put it in the storage. Because all these items up here are the items that are available for survivors to buy. Oh Jesus, dude. What's happening outside? Shit, man. That just scared me. Up here we have a bee box. Over here, it doesn't seem to work. I don't know what's happening with the bee box, but I've had it here for like a few, like an in-game week. So 8 empty bottles. It says you're supposed to put empty bottles in here, and then bees are supposed to like live here and put like honey in here. And honey's like a crafting component or something. Over here I have 2 dew collectors. I got some water in that one. This one's still empty because I don't have I didn't put a bottle in here. But this is probably gonna be one of our main source of water. God, what is that sniper doing, man? Okay, so that was these rooms. Over here, this is the room I forgot about. This is the garage. Currently, I only have this pickup truck. The server doesn't allow you to have more than one vehicle. I mean, technically, yes, but they when they were interviewing me, they only said they referred to it as 1.5 vehicles because you're only allowed to have 1 car and 1 ATV. But I have found ATVs, I just can't bring them back. So the only vehicle I have stored in my garage is the truck, and I also have a tool chest over here, which is filled with wrenches. So if my truck takes a beating on a loot run, it'll always be taken care of. And also I got plenty of fuel in here. I need to stack these. There you go. For some reason in this server the fuel pumps at gas stations are broken, so the only way to get fuel is by actually finding the gas can while looting, unfortunately. But I think that could be the whole base. Actually, no. Right here, you had the shutter. Some zombies outside. But this shutter, I plan on. I haven't tested it yet, but I think you can grab items through the wall using proximity, and that's my plan because the way I imagined this place in my head was that people would come up to the shutter if they're trying to trade with me, and I'd do the trades to proximity. Like I'd drop my gun here, they'd pick it up, and then they'd drop their payment in proximity. I'd pick that up, and I'd be like, "Have a nice day, sir." Close the shutter, and we leave. I don't have much outside, but I guess I'll show the outside. I have my stash out there, but I have a torch. It was pretty good looking outside, but I have some torches out here to mark the front door and the shutter. I also have these Get Wrecked banner, which is pretty cool looking. I need to finish it and see. Oh god, it's inside. Oh. Alright. Stay. I still need to place a bunch of punji sticks around. I'm not done doing that, but the base itself is pretty much complete, aside from maybe a few minor touch-ups. Like I plan on adding like a few more dew collectors, because like I said, the dew collector is probably going to be our main source of water. Because, I mean, I do find a decent amount of water on loot runs, but I want to be able to get water like here. So yeah, that was the tour of Harley's trading outpost and the roleplay server. This is still my base, because this is where I live. I can see the bedroom, you know what I mean? But this is supposed to be like a role-playing business. Yeah. Alright, so that's gonna be all for this video. I'm pretty sure I showed everything. I am kind of horrible at making these videos, because sometimes this isn't scripted, so I was just kind of talking like as I go along. But sometimes I forget rooms. Sometimes I do that whenever I'm doing like tours, and then after I upload to YouTube, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that. But I think I got everything in this tour, because this is pretty much like the simplest base in the fucking game. There's only about like 4 or 5 rooms out of this whole area, and also with the fucked up first floor. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, guys.